Hey there, folks, and welcome to the first of many, hopefully, Genshin Impact Team compilations? No, compositions, perhaps. In today's video, we'll be going over the Assault Team, named after the Assault Team from Sword Art Online. There it is. This team was the first team I really had a firm grasp on. It was the first team that I felt comfortable completing any content in the game with. And it's the team I've had the most time with as well. For a quick overview of the team, we have the Anemo Resonance with Jean and Venti, and as our damage-dealing combo of Fischl and Diluc. Right off the bat, you'll notice that the elemental combo we have is Swirls, Electro and Pyro, and Overloaded. Now, I know a lot of people in the beginning of Genshin Impact were not big fans of Electro in general because of its lack of damage in comparison to things like Melt and Vaporize. However, I built this team not knowing anything about anything. I just kind of built these characters because they looked cool, and I had them, and I thought, alright, well, let's just go with it. I had no idea that Overload did anything. I saw it exploded, so I figured it was the best. Little did I realize that it actually was somewhat detrimental, air quotes, in the fact that it knocked enemies away when dealing its initial damage burst. However, I would like to say that over the course of my gameplay, I've come to realize that Electro in general is quite the element, and people are definitely underrating it. I think that Overload could use a damage buff, but you can react Overload much faster than you can react things like Melt or Vaporize. So it's possible that the damage itself could actually be higher in terms of raw DPS versus Melt or Vaporize, which can't be reacted as often as Overload can. As well, with this specific team comp, characters like Kazuha, Venti, and Jean, who are able to draw enemies in using Anemo, can kind of counteract the explosive knockback effect that Overload entails. So being able to suck enemies in can allow you to proc multiple fast reactions of the Overloaded, allowing you to possibly surpass damage modifiers like Melt and Vaporize. That's just my little spiel about Electro. Not super important, just thought I'd let everybody know that they're sleeping on Overload, okay? Moving forward. So now we're going to take a quick look at each individual character a little deeper. So we have Jean rocking Aquila Favonia as her weapon, and of course a nice, actually it's a little awkward, artifact set of Noblesse Oblige 2 and Maiden Beloved 2. Moving over to Fischl, our sub DPS and elemental character here. She is built for physical attack. With the, eventually it will be Pale Flame and Bloodstained Chivalry. Do not go 4-piece Bloodstained Chivalry on bow users. It's a joke. Moving over to Diluc, our main DPS, running a R3 Prototype Archaic at level 90, giving him a lot of attack, and a 4-piece Gladiator set for that normal attack damage. Moving finally over to Venti the God, we have a Stringless at R5, giving him that big elemental skill and elemental ultimate damage, as well as the 2-piece Viridescent Venerer and 2-piece Gladiator set for a lot of damage. going his way. He doesn't use his basic attacks, but his basic attack talent is at level 6. I have no idea why. At the time, I figured, I'll just upgrade everybody to level 6. That was foolish. Do not upgrade Venti's basic attack talents unless you plan on basic attacking. Basic attacking. So to kind of showcase this team at its best, I went around trying to kill stuff, and I had trouble showing off my overload inside Venti's ult. It just didn't work very well because everything died so quickly. So we decided to go over to the Maiden Beloved Viridescent Venerer dungeon, domain, what have you, and show it off in there because there is a lot of high health enemies in here. So the basic idea is that we will start with Venti's ultimate and then move into Fischl, giving the Electro Absorption to Venti's ultimate with a nice thing there, and then Diluc can go crazy with his skill and just get a ton of overload reactions. Now, because this domain has this big physical damage buff, we like to run in there with Jean and kill stuff with her charged attack, or charged skill, rather, as she sucks enemies in, sends them flying, and they take like 40,000 damage on the ground. But you get the basic idea, right? You Venti ult, you Electro Absorb with Fischl skill, and then you use Diluc to overload reaction inside Venti's ult. They take a lot of damage. You can react quickly, multiple reactions, dealing more damage than Melt or Vaporize would. And then you're able to deal more damage in that time. That's the basic idea of the comp. That's how I've played it this whole time. Obviously, you can't always get Electro Absorption on Venti's ultimate, so you have to play around that as well. If you get Vaporize or Melts, you know, whatever. If you get Super Conduct or something, you know, you have weird slimes in there messing everything up. It's whatever. But the main idea is proccing that overload reaction as much as possible inside Venti's ult, allowing you to deal potentially more damage than Melt or Vaporize would. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video talking about this team. I have other videos coming for this team, for other team comps, but those team comps aren't quite perfected yet. I have a Zhongli and Albedo team. Currently, Diluc is the main DPS of that team as well, and I want to amend that and build Klee, because I got her on their first banner and never touched her. So I want to give her a shot in the limelight there, as well as the Hu Tao team, which I have talked about plenty, but I figured I would give it another time to shine for all the characters, not just Hu Tao, despite it being a pretty Hu Tao based team. Alright, and with that, I'll see you in the next one, folks. Peace.